morning, student. Today we are going to discuss about the advantages and the limitation of Lowry-Bronsted theory. Now let us discuss about advantages of Lowry-Bronsted theory. This theory is more broader than Arrhenius theory. It explains acidic and basic behavior of acid and bases in non-aqueous medium also. Arrhenius theory only explains the behavior of acid and bases in aqueous medium only, but Lowry-Bronsted theory explains in aqueous as well as non-aqueous medium also. For example, we are taking the hydrogen chloride gas, it react with the ammonia gas, that gives ammonium chloride solid. It includes many more substances as a acid and bases. For example, acids like ammonium ions and hydronium ions, and bases like ammonia and water. These are the some advantages of Lowry-Bronsted theory. Okay, this theory is more broader than Arrhenius theory. It explains the acidic and basic nature of substance in aqueous as well as non-aqueous medium. It includes more substance as acid and bases. Do you understand, student? These are some advantages of Lowry-Bronsted theory. Now let us discuss about the limitation of Lowry-Bronsted theory. Here this theory emphasizes the presence of hydrogen in an acid like Arrhenius theory. Hence it cannot explain the acidic behavior of substance like calcium oxide, carbon dioxide, copper sulfate, aluminum trioxide, aluminum trichloride, boron trifluoride, etc., which do not contain hydrogen. The substance like boron trifluoride, aluminum trichloride do not donate a proton but are known to behave as acids. Boron trifluoride, aluminum chloride, which act as acids, it does not donate a proton. This theory defines bases as a proton acceptor, but there are bases which do not accept a proton like a calcium oxide and magnesium oxide. These are the some limitations of Bronsted theory. Here in this theory, the substance like a boron trifluoride, aluminum trichloride, which do not donate a protons, but having the properties of acids. Do you understand, students? These are the some limitations of Lowry-Bronsted theory. Okay, these advantages and limitations can be asked in short answer questions. Now let us discuss some questions based on Lowry-Bronsted concept. Here write the balanced equation for the dissociation of the following in water and identify the conjugate acid base pairs. Here ammonium ions, sulfuric acids and acetic acids are given. So you have to write the balanced equations with the water and identify the conjugate acids and the conjugate acid base pairs. Now let us take the first ammonium ions. It react with the water, it gives hydronium ions and ammonia. We know that according to Lowry-Bronsted concept, what is an acid? Acid is a substance that has a tendency to donate a proton. So any substance that donate a proton is called a acids. So any substance that accept a proton is called a base. Here NH4 plus ion has a tendency to donate a proton. So here NH4 plus is a acid and water is a base. Here NH4 plus donate a proton, water accepting a proton. Okay, here NH4 plus ammonium ion is a acid, it donate a proton and became a conjugate base. Here ammonia is the conjugate base. Here water is a base, it accepts a proton, it accepting one proton from ammonia and became a hydronium ion. So it is a conjugate acid. You keep in mind. So ion with a positive charge, ion with any ion with a positive charge, it is a acids. Ion with a negative charge is a base. You keep in mind. Ion with a negative charge, ion with a positive charge, it is a acid. Ion with a negative charge, it is a base in most cases. Okay, most of the cases you keep in mind. Ion with any ion with a positive charge, it is acid. Any ion with a negative charge, it is a base. Now let us take the next example, sulfuric acids. The sulfuric acids react with the water. It gives hydronium ion plus HSO4 minus ions. Here sulfuric acid is the acid and the water is a base. It donate a proton, water accept a proton, so became a conjugate acid and a conjugate base. Now let us take the acetic acid. Acetic acid donate a proton, acetic acid weak acids. Here water is a base, it accepts a proton from acetic acid and forming hydronium ion and acetate ions. It is a conjugate acid, it is a conjugate base. So in this way we have to identify the conjugate acid and a base pairs. Okay, what is a conjugate acid base pairs? We know that the conjugate acid base pair that differ only one proton. It is called the conjugate acid base pairs. So do you understand, student? So like this, in this way the question will be asked. Identify the conjugate acids and the base for the given substance. So now let us see some more questions based on the Lowry-Bronsted concept. What are the conjugate bases for the following Bronsted acid? Here given hydrogen fluoride, sulfuric acid and bicarbonate ions. Here the hydrogen fluoride dissociate to give H plus ion and F minus ion. Here they are asking conjugate base, only conjugate base. So if you remove the protons, the remaining is the conjugate base. From HF we remove one proton, so the remaining is the F minus, it is the conjugate base for the given substance. Now let us take sulfuric acid. If you remove one proton from sulfuric acid, the remaining is the conjugate base. Now take the bicarbonate ions. We remove one proton, the remaining is CO3 2 minus is the conjugate base. So the conjugate bases for the following Bronsted acid is F minus, HSO4 minus, CO3 2 minus. Do you understand, students? They are asking the conjugate bases. So from the given substance we remove one proton, the remaining part is the conjugate base. Now let us see one more questions. What are the conjugate acid and base for the following amphoteric species? Here the given water and the bicarbonate ions and the sulfate ions, bisulfate ions and ammonia, these are the amphoteric species. They are asking conjugate acid and bases for the following amphoteric bases. Okay, now let us see the solutions. Here we write the species, the given questions: water, bicarbonate ion, bisulfite ion, and ammonia. Then we have to write the conjugate acid and a conjugate base. What is a conjugate acid? If we take water, if we add 1 protons, it becomes a hydronium ion, it is a conjugate acid. If we remove 1 proton from this water, it became a conjugate base. Okay, if water has a both H plus and OH minus ion, if we add 1 proton, it becomes H3O plus. It is a conjugate acid. And the remaining, if you remove 1 proton from this, it gives OH minus ion, it is a conjugate base. If you add 1 protons, it becomes carbonic acid, H2CO3 carbonic acid. If you remove 1 proton from here, it becomes conjugate base. If you add 1 proton here, it becomes sulfuric acid. If you remove 1 proton from here, it becomes sulfate ions. It is a conjugate base. From ammonia, we add 1 proton, it becomes NH4 plus ion, ammonium ions. If you remove 1 proton from ammonia, it becomes NH2 minus. It is a conjugate base. So in this way, we have to attend the questions based on the Lowry-Bronsted concept. So according to Lowry-Bronsted, an acid is a substance that has a tendency to donate a proton. A base is a substance that has a tendency to accept a proton. So do you understand, student? I hope you understand what are the Lowry-Bronsted theory, in which how the acid is defined, how is the base is defined. So using this concept, we solve some questions. I hope you understand. If you like my video, subscribe and share the video to your friends. Thank you, student.